So this is I think it wasn't posted originally by this person. What we're Callisto roll. Uh can't imagine why Japan is sick of tourists. Between people like this, people like Johnny Somali, people who go there and just disrespect the culture, disrespect the shrines, and shrines are sacred places to them. And you see these people basically acting a fool. Um I showed like a compilation of you know, people going, dancing and recording stupid dance videos in front of shrines, on the public, the subway and all that. And people don't understand that most Japanese citizens don't really like the whole, you know, loud crap that Americans do. Like if you're on the train, if you're on the subway or the train or whatever, you're not going to find a whole lot of people talking. They're going to be sitting there quietly. And you have these TikTokers coming in, uh, and just making a scene, falling to the ground and then expecting someone to touch them. I mean, these are people who still wear masks. Like you can look at some anime back in like the 90s and you see them wearing a mask. They're just very, very sensitive about germs and all that. So, dude falling to the ground and then reaching up to touch them, they're like, ugh. Um, but people go to shrines obviously to pay their respects, to get to know the culture more of the Japanese culture. We got Shinto shrines and all that, and the torii gates, which you can see. And this person feels so entitled that this is what they're doing. Clearly not Japanese. What do you know? He's got that freaking fuckboy haircut. The ones who do like that's the same haircut that what Jack Doherty has. When you see that haircut, you can just most of the time you just assume that the guy's freaking douchebag. And here we are, the dude with the fuckboy haircut, riding his bike down down the steps of these shrines, basically expecting everyone to get out of his way, despite the fact that he's in someone else, another person's country, uh, doing this crap. And you wonder why you go to so many of these restaurants, or have these places, entire places in Japan blocked off to tourists because they're sick of it. Like there are some places they just won't let tourists go because they're sick of them. They're they're sick of people coming over and disrespecting them. If you're going to another person's country, you respect them. You're being welcomed into their country. The least you can do is respect their culture. You don't go over there and cause a freaking scene. You don't cause a hassle. You don't go over there and act like they owe you something and do this kind of crap. I've always said you go to another country, you're going over to Japan, you learn the language enough to survive over there. You go over, when you go to shrines, you learn the traditions of, some shrines, you pull the bell, for the bell, you clap, and there's this whole ritual. You learn the ritual to make it seem like you're not a fucking ignorant asshole. It's not that hard. You go into someone's home or wherever, you take your shoes off. You don't ask them why. You just freaking do it. And yet you have these freaking douchebags. Nope, nope, it's all about them. People like this dude. We got Johnny Somali going over to Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Israel, acting a fool. And then when you see signs on restaurants saying that we don't want tourists in here, you wonder why. Because of these people. Because of these people. We got Hitomi. I'm Japanese. The center of a shrine's torii gate is where yeah. Like everything that's around a shrine has a purpose, a meaning. They're sacred grounds for them. The center of a shrine's torii gate is where the gods pass through. Anyone who knows how to properly show respect wouldn't even walk down the middle. Riding a bike through it, do you think you're a god or something? They probably do. They probably do. And again, it's shrines. You can say what you will about, oh, the subway or in the middle of the street or, in a city, but these are shrines. They're sacred places. You don't disrespect, even if you're not religious, you don't disrespect. Like, I don't believe in God, but I'm not going to a church and freaking desecrating it in some kind of disrespect. I respect other people's cultures, and I respect their religions. Even if I don't have a particular religion, I still respect their religions. So if I'm going to a shrine, I'm going to respect their culture. I'm going to respect their, hey, we're not walking in the middle, we're walking on the side because tradition, the gods in the middle as they pass through the gates. You pay your respects, you have some money. They usually have a like a little donation type thing that they've got to keep the shrine up and going and nice and pretty. So you know a little bit of money for show respect. If they have that, you're allowed to with the bell and all that. There's a whole ritual with that. You just respect it. It's not that complicated. Stop going to other countries and thinking you're the freaking center of attention, that you're the center of the universe, that an entire country has to bow down to your will. And it's sad because Japan is absolutely gorgeous, and soon enough, it's like they're gonna just prevent people from just coming there completely. Because they're gonna be like, you know what? We're done. We're done. We're tired with tourists coming here. We're tired of tourists coming and disrespecting our cultures. They're desecrating our sacred places. They're causing problems. We're done. We're done. And you can see you'll be seeing travel bans preventing certain countries from entering. And the only people who would be able to enter would be people on business, so corporations or whatever. But for common people, they can outright just prevent people like us from visiting because of how tired they are. And I don't want that to happen. Japan is probably one of the most gorgeous countries on this planet, and people just keep going over and disrespecting the culture. You know, Foreigners who do such things should be given a 5-year ban on their passport in Japan. Most don't even deserve passports. Got to keep spreading this. When visiting Japan, please keep in mind, temples and shrines are not social media backgrounds. The torii gates are not fitness appliances. Pagodas are not climbing walls. Temples and shrines are not performance stages. Japan is not a theme park. Yeah, yeah. One of the videos, we've seen people doing this. We've seen people doing that. Be right back. I'll just. Eventually, the Japanese government is going to figure out that arresting these people and giving them a jail sentence is the only way to stop them. Japanese prison. Yeah. Wasn't this done with permission? You're overestimating the average tourist in Japan. The center of the torii gate is the path through which the gods pass. If this is an Inari shrine, I think he received a terrible punishment. I think he will receive a terrible punishment. Japanese people are really fed up with ignoring foreign. Yeah, like disrespecting. What was it? I think it was like $2,000 or something for even just disrespecting a shrine or something. That's insane. Not even graffiti or kind of no, just disrespect. They will fine you $2,000 just for disrespecting it. The Japanese do not play around when it comes to to their sacred areas. And this person said the same thing about the same thing as the person above here about the Tory gates and how the gods pass through the middle. You know, what are you doing in a sacred place? Don't come to Japan again. Deportation. Every problem has a solution. He's like, just saying. His act his act is an act of defiling a place that has been passed down and cherished by the Japanese people from generation to generation. I would like to ask if any of you would be okay with the same thing being done to your sacred places of faith. Yeah, whether it be churches or a mosque or whatever, you do not go to someone else's place of worship and disrespect it. Again, I don't believe in God, but I would never even think about doing that to someone. These people have main character syndrome. They think it's all about them. Shrines. Shrines are a place where gods reside. If you want a place to run, go to the Great Wall of China and run there. Shut up. And it's not a playground for tourists. Get out. Never come back. I wish he would do this in the Middle East just once. People don't learn when there are no consequences. Nobody will ever appreciate Japan more than this guy. As a white man, I apologize to the people of Japan. Yeah. This was sanctioned. At least the guy does it on empty roads, probably early in the morning when no one's around. I respect that. There was one guy walking the trail with all the red rails. He has to scoot to the side. Yeah, if you didn't notice it, yeah, there was someone walking up the steps. Really? I ain't reading all that, but sorry for the trauma or whatever. Your understanding is completely wrong. The man rode his motocross bike through the torii gate of the shrine, where it is a sacred place for all Japanese, and recorded it with his helmet camera for distribution to the world. The torii is a path for the Japanese gods, and is completely different from ordinary roads. Could you please understand this barbaric act of blasphemy and desecration of the Japanese people's religious beliefs by riding a motocross bike into a church or yeah, that's Japanese people with common sense are deeply disturbed by this act and have strong feelings of anger. Are you retarded? Easy to be rude over the internet. Never come to Japan again. Please do it in front of Christ and Mary. If you can't do it elsewhere. Exactly, that's what I said. Always sports the same hairdo. We call it I think it's called the fuckboy haircut. But you see people like this dude, you see Jack Doherty with it, and a lot of the prankster type dudes. Yeah, they all have that same freaking can I visit Japan and eat street ramen in peace? That sounds really good right now. That's all. You know, that's what you should be concerned about. Like I said, Japan is probably one of the most beautiful places on this planet. And soon enough, they're going to start preventing people from even visiting because they're just going to get tired of it. You see people doing this crap that they go to to Auschwitz and all that, and they're filming stupid videos there, like Auschwitz. Auschwitz. These people have no respect for anyone or anything, and the only thing they care about is the internet cloud and whatever else. May divine punishment befall him. No circus performance here. Japan is not a theme park. Never ride a bike at our shrine. If you want to visit our country, you must respect our culture. Yeah. Yeah. Wanted. Um, go back to your own country. You probably have a family too. Respect the country and the people you visit or stay away. Self-centered, no respect. White guy with broccoli hair checks out. What an a-hole. What a hole. Uh, they're sick of white faces saying ikigai and kaizen to describe what they do for a living. I mean, it's so simplistic looking, but look how gorgeous that is. You got the Torii Gate, and if you notice, you see this person's right there, but like this person and this person, they'll move off to the side. Oh, that's hilarious. If anyone doesn't know what it is, it's the art of you know, self-deletion. To you've disgraced your family, so you have to, you know, tourists need to respect the country they're visiting. But yeah. And people can say, "Oh, well, they allowed him." It's still disrespectful. I mean, no normal person, especially if they if they're maintaining the shrine, is going to say, "Oh yeah, go ahead." No normal person who respects their country is going to say, "Oh yeah, go ahead." So I don't know where this person got permission from, if he did, but it wouldn't be from anyone who is dealing with the shrine. Because again, it's a sacred holy place. So, and we saw as he was riding down, there was like one or two people that you would see that you saw on the side, and they were so. You go to another country, you respect their culture. Not that hard. Simple as that. The same way when people come to America, you expect them to respect our culture, and with our people, and yeah, not that hard to do. You're not the center of the universe. You're not the main character. Just stop. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.